Now, this week on Bonaman, Cecilia Lubanga sheds light on abuse meted against Brian Muhandali by his partner of 11 years. Now, a single father of two, he hopes that his experiences will help men speak up and get help.
Courage is the power to let go of the familiar. One thing that you knew too well and never thought the worst could ever happen. If Brian Muhandali's story is to go by, then there's no limit to how much a man can suffer. Picture yourself being attacked by one person you least expected. Within that instant, you don't know whether you're going to die or survive. The attack keeps coming and you're eventually left with injuries, hoping that someone will come to your rescue sooner. This is the incident that befell Brian's life. This is Bonaman.
Yes.
We embarked on a route to Machakos County to pursue Brian's heartbreaking story. It was moments after his classes that he got an opportunity to engage us.
Yes. Welcome.
A teacher by profession and a single father of two sons aged 6 and 9. He prides in his sons whom he says are his major motivation in life. This is not how he started off in life, not as a blind man or a single parent.
In 2010, we dated for 2 years, after which we got married. God blessed us with the firstborn on Christmas Day of 2013. Then things were just okay. We were just a normal couple with a few disagreements here and there, but they would always be solved amicably. After she got the job, she started getting, I think, influence, peer influence. But at one time, she managed it very well, because at the end of the day, we would share how the day has been. She would explain to me the highs, the lows of the day. I would also tell her the same. And we moved on very well. Then came 2017, I lost sight. At that time, she was expectant with our second born. When I lost sight, we went through a tough time as a family, both as a family, nuclear family, and also the extended family. It was a tough time for us.
His partner of 11 years turned into someone he no longer knew.
She would even go out for 1 full week. I don't even know where she is. She never calls me and such. But when she comes, she says, my dad knows where I was. Last year, things reached a breaking point when she left, went to Zanzibar for a whole week, leaving me here with the boys. So I was here with my boys. My wife is in Zanzibar. I don't know with who, doing what.
Things took a turn for the worst in his home. He recalls that fateful day.
From the Zanzibar trip, things were never the same in the house. So much disrespect. She would come to this house and leave at her pleasure. Every time, every day, from 6, she would just go.
Cecilia. Yes?
The sister visited. And when the sister visited, now they had power. So they ganged up. So they did such things. They would be in the sitting room here. At first, we would go to bed together at around 9:30 or 10 after watching news. But it reached a point when I would go to bed, she would come at 4, at 3 a.m. She has just been on the phone. I don't know chatting with whom. And I don't even believe a lady can chat with the fellow ladies up to such hours. Then came December. My boys went home. They had gone to visit our parents. It's a fateful day. I wake up in the morning. I tune to a certain radio, TV station. I'm following the preachings. I was seated in that chair there, following the preachings very well. In fact, it had almost reached the time for paying, sending money to the preacher, kulipa sadaka. All of a sudden, I am hit by a chapati rolling stone here, at the back here. So I was hit and fell on the ground. When I fell on the ground, they came, tied my hands, inserted socks. in my mouth. Continued beating me up, kicks, the chapati rolling pin in the ribs. They scratched my back. I was badly injured. Then the last thing she did was biting my lip. She actually wanted to leave me with a permanent mark, biting my lip. And that is what ended up saving me. The moment she leaned, because I had been tied, the moment she leaned to bite my lip is when I grabbed her hair.
The reason behind the attack remains mysterious according to Muhandali. From going blind to getting paralyzed, there seemed to be no limit to what he could suffer from during that dreaded season.
There was a time I had even a challenge buying medicines. And she would even tell me, sasa wewe ni mtu aina gani? If you cannot even afford to buy your own medicines. You know, that is after she had come from Zanzibar. I think she met people with a lot more money. So she started belittling me. If you can't even buy your own medicines, I told her, yes, for now I have a challenge buying the medicines, but I have not begged, and I know God will provide. And in the end, I always bought the medicines because I'm on, after paralysis, I was put on long-term medication. The doctor told me that it will take years. Maybe I will recover fully, or I'll remain the way I am, but it will not get worse. So those medicines are expensive. They cost around 41,000 per month on medication. So there are times when things would not be so good, and she would even try mocking me on such grounds.
The alleged situation that befell his life provided him with an opportunity to bond further with his two sons. Efforts to seek justice for the alleged attack proved futile in the beginning, but he has vowed to get to the bottom of the matter through an alternative right process. He has since sought counseling that has been instrumental in his well-being as a parent and a man.
Right now, I can say I'm doing well. The bitterness that was in my heart is no longer there. The negative things I was thinking of are no longer there. I'm healing. The healing process is fantastic. The counselors are doing a good job. I've even, for some sessions, we go with the sons, those ones for the weekend, so that, you know, these are boys. We live with them. They have seen their mother abuse their father. They have seen their mother abuse them as children. I don't want them to grow up knowing that women are bad. I want them to know that there are still good people out there. After they had done the beating and the packing and going I don't know where, that time I was so bitter. But right now, my heart, I have nothing against them. I'm just cool, and I think I have a lot of inner peace. That bitterness is not there. Counseling has worked. My sons are here, very happy with me. We play. The students are there. The staff is supportive. The parents are supportive. And I believe the future is bright.
He says he doesn't share his story to seek pity, but to encourage men to seek justice whenever such atrocities are meted on them. Cecilia Lubanga, Look Up TV.